Hello everyone, Hermano Girozo here with a quick update to the skeleton, the minion, the Necromancer pet guide that I posted a couple of days ago. It's been very well received, and that just shows that a lot of people, they are looking for a way to play with minions, play the Necromancer. I just unlocked World Tier 4, as you can see here. I am level 57. I soloed it with the Necromancer, with the pet build, with the minion build. So I figured, hey, this would be a great time to give a little update. We're gonna quickly take a look at the skill tree. Not a lot has changed since last time, so I still did the 2 levels in Reap just to get it over with, get to the next tree. As you can see, no generator here. So we're taking the Hued Flesh, we're taking the Bone Spear, we're taking the Corpse Explosion with the Blighted Corpse Explosion. Upgraded Skeletons, the Grim Harvest, which is really good, the Fueled by Death, which is really good. We're taking the 1 point into Decrepify. I have 2 item contribution here. Taking the upgraded Mages, take the Necrotic Carapace, take the Stun with Shadow Damage, which is gonna help a lot with our Corpse Explosion, since the upgrade does turn it into shadow damage, which will give you a lot of stuns on the lucky hits. Take the upgraded Golem, take the upgraded Army of the Dead, since your minions are going to get hit quite a lot in the level 70 dungeon. It's going to be quite difficult. They are going to die sometimes, especially on the boss, and getting them all back is going to be amazing. It helped me out a lot in there. Take all the minion upgrades. And I switched. I used to use Shadow Blight with the upgraded aspect to deal a lot of damage there, but I went back to Colin's Edict, and I'll show you why when we get to the aspects. Book of the Dead, use the Skeletal Warriors, the Reapers, have them carve corpses. It's going to work really well with Necrotic Carapace. We're going to use a lot of corpses to heal. We're going to use a lot of corpses with Corpse Explosion. It's very good. Use the Skeletal Mages with cold damage when they give you Essence, because we're going to want to spam a lot of Bone Spears, want to make all the enemies vulnerable. And lastly, survivability is key. It's going to be really hard to kill the enemies if you're dead, so use the Blood Golem, take the 15% damage absorption. That's been helping me a lot to survive in this dungeon. Hey, what build would I recommend? I have got a pretty good set of legendary aspects. My items aren't that great, but the legendary aspects are quite good, so let's go through them. So I got the increased number of skeletal warriors, which has been helpful at generating corpses, therefore giving us more armor. That's been really good. The damaging an elite gives you barrier. That's been quite helpful. I've had barrier up quite a lot, which has been helping me. And then if I take a look at the gloves here, we're doing increased damage while you have barrier. So this is going to help you out. This is going to boost the damage for your minions as well. Then we have the damage reduction if you have a couple of minions. Well, as you can see, we have 12 and we have the golem. So that's going to be a lot more than 7, so that's going to help out. The Blizzard on the Cold Skeletal Mages, that's really helpful. It deals a lot of crowd control, and yeah, that helps you out. There we have the Skeletons, increased damage while they are alive. This is a 2-handed as well, so that's a nice boost. 58%, nothing to sneeze at. I've taken the rubies in my armor for maximum life. I've taken the emerald in my weapon for the critical strike damage to vulnerable enemies, and since we're going to be casting Bone Spear a lot, they're always going to be vulnerable. Then I have the maximum number of skeletal mages is increased by 3. Normally it is of course 2, but I've put it in the amulet just to raise it up to 3, and that's going to be really helpful because that's going to be 6 mages that are going to be increasing your essence all the time, so that's really helpful. Then one of your summoning minions damages an enemy, they gain some attack speed. This has also been really helpful, a great boost to your damage if you can find it. And then while Army of the Dead is active, your minions gain attack speed. Also super helpful, attack speed is really good on the minions. They are triggering their abilities a lot more often. What about the Paragon Tree? So honestly, my Paragon Tree is, well, not far along at all. I've only have the 4 paragons from renown from one location. Other than that, I'm level 57, so not a lot to work with. I just went through here and I have the mage glyph socket here. I do not recommend the mage glyph socket. I would recommend something like control here, which I actually got during the capstone dungeon, but I wanted to show you guys the build that I used. But yeah, if you have control here, as you can see, 10% increased damage to slowed or chilled enemies, or 20% to stunned or frozen. Well, combined with the aspect that your mages do cold damage, it's going to be really good. I would recommend control there, like I said. And I did have the Cult Leader legendary node, which was well, very helpful as well. So this is how I did it. These are the aspects I used, the skills I used. Let's quickly go through the bar. I have the Golem, I have Decrepify, Army of the Dead, Raised Skeleton. I have Corpse Explosion rather than the Generator. I'm not using the Generator. And then of course Bone Spear. If I was able to do it, I think you can do it as well. Just hang back, make sure to heal your skeletons a lot by using the Raised Skeleton when they're all alive. Make your skeletons do a lot of the work. Try and have your Gallant's Edict up a lot of the time, so that's going to be very helpful where they have just a way where they have a lot more attack speed, and that's how I would do it, or that's actually how I did it, and that's how I recommend you will do it. So no spoilers, but I up until this point, but I'm going to splice the end fight in here to show you how I've done it. So if you don't want spoilers for the end fight of the capstone dungeon, click away now. Thank you for watching. If you want to see the end fight and how I did it, here it is.